And you know, I would read the name, but I can't see. I don't know what to do with my glasses.
Say Brian Burroughs.
Brian Burroughs, everybody. Thank you. I was just drawing a blank. All right.
I'm 49, don't beat yourself up. But do lie about your age, because
What's your 49?
49 is the new 50 when you round by fives. Guys, I came here tonight. First of all, I want to say thank you to Danny and everyone. I still believe this is the most beautiful venue that I get to go out and talk to people. And I came up here tonight because I wanted to talk to you about my life in pornography. And it's not a long life, but it's a potent life. And what happened was, I'm one of these TV, movie, photo guys. I'm still a photo guy, I don't do TV movies anymore. But got the phone call, he said, hey Brian, there's a production in town, and they kind of need a little extra help. Could you, are you available for the next week? And I thought to myself, well I certainly could be available. And I said, oh, by the way, Brian, it's a porno. Do you have any problem with that? And I thought to myself, and I realized that I don't have any problem with that, and so I took the job. And there were a couple of skills that I had to work on this porno. Is number one, I had an enormous amount of experience with lighting equipment and the lingo. And secondly, I had a huge ability to pack trucks and keep organized. So I was a real asset. I was a real asset to the show, and I really enjoyed being here. I showed up, and they were the nicest people. The food was excellent. We took a lot of breaks. I had never really been on a job where your breaks and your work schedule is based on men's erections. And in fact, I had never really been on a job where you could say that sentence out loud and not get in trouble. But they had hired a bunch of kids. When I say kids, I mean people in their 20s, young, inexperienced people who weren't paid very well. And so they had these 6 kids. And they were, it obviously wasn't working out, so they brought me in. And the 6 kids, they were kind of like a little pack of antelope. They were like a little group of antelope, easily startleable. And you never saw one of them. You saw all 6 of them, or you saw none of them. There'd be none of them, and then there'd be all 6 of them. And I did hear through the grapevine that the 6 kids, when they heard that the rate on the show was $100 a day, that they were really relieved that they weren't going to have to come up with that money, that they actually were going to get paid. So I had come in and organized the truck, and everybody thought I was really cool, and I really was enjoying myself. This is when the condom law was going on in LA. And so they had come up here, and I thought to myself, boy, if that condom law goes through, I would be happy to do this. It pays me very well. I had a really good day rate. Everything about the job was really great. So at one point, I had gotten a call on the radio to bring up a 2x2. 2x2 in the movie world is 2 cinematic fluorescent lights. And so I brought the light up, and the director of photography guy says to me, actually we were waiting, and they say, okay, essential crew rolling. So I handed him the light, and I said, I'm out of here. He said, where do you think you're going? And I said, well, they just called essential crew only. And he's like, you're not going anywhere, you're helping me with this shot. And basically this shot was that sort of doggy style shot that is sort of like shot from under and beneath. It's basically nuts and legs. It's one of the most unflattering shots in pornography that, you see it all the time. And I guess if I had admired the aesthetic a little more of the camera angle, I might have stuck around, but I was like, dude, you got 6 guys over here who would kill each other to do that handheld light. And he's like, you know what you gotta take that light, you gotta get in that pussy, Don't get in there too much. back it off, back it off, back it off, get in there. And I was like, you know what, dude, I really don't want to do this. Why don't you ask one of the kids? And so he said, you don't tell me what you do, you're working for me. I was like, yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going out to the truck, and that's where I'm going. And I got to tell you, Kim Kane was a big porn star on this one. And if I had ever watched a Kim Kane porno before this, I don't know about it. I can tell you, knowing about it, that I never watched a Kim Kane porn since. Because she smokes and I smoke, and I would hang out. We shot at this house, and she and I would hang out. And I kind of consider her my friend. I'm not in contact with her, but certainly during the time we were always friendly. And I think if anybody out there is doing some sort of psychological dissertation, there's something about familiarity that changes how you perceive people. I had Alex Harper, one of my favorite porn stars, come to the house. I no longer watch Alex Harper pornos. So there's something about that. So then the last thing we were doing, we were going to double penetrate this girl at a club, and I said, and they said we needed a couple more people to make it look like a club. So I called my ex-girlfriend. I said, Lisa, if you come down, you get paid $150 cash to just stand there. And so she came down, and I thought to myself, my God, I'm going to get sex, a nice dinner, and hang out with my girlfriend at work for a while. That sounds great. So what she did, my girlfriend spent all of the money on marijuana, and then she called her mom and said, Brian got me a job on a porno, and I bought a big old bag of weed with my $150. And you guys, that's the end of my thing. Thank you very much for listening to me. And thank you, Danny, and thank you to this bar. I love it. Thank you, sir.
Brian Burroughs, everybody! All right, so the next two comedians that we have coming up, we're going to have Alex